Hello friends, welcome to Anirban's World of Digital Finance, and this is Anirban here, and today is going to be our 47th video on vendor master creation, right? So the previous video we have done worked on the configuration part, and this is the end user video where we are going to configure the local vendor, the foreign vendor, and one-time vendor. With that, let's start sharing the screen. All right. I think you are looking at my screen, and let's see. Sorry, this is 40th. No, this should be 40, 41st, 42nd, and this should be 43rd. This should be 43rd creation of vendor master data, and it would be all inclusive of everything. Local, foreign, and one time. One time, and it should be vendor. Cool. So that's what we are going to do, and then with that, let's start. And yeah, as I always, prefer to look back and see what all we have covered so far. So first, we have covered the enterprise structure, then the fiscal year variant, posting period variant, general ledger accounts, document splitting, controlling area, profit center, cost element, and then currency types, ledgers, accounting principles, integration of controlling and financial accounting. And now we are in AR and AP section where we are configuring and setting up the vendor master and the customer master. Okay, and we have already configured the vendor master data piece in a previous video, and now we are going to create a vendor master end user portion. So if you scroll to the left hand side of the menu of the screen, this is the menu which I'm going to talk about once I log into the screen. This is the end user type video, and the T code is BP. And Yeah, this will be corresponding to FK01. Here we are actually going to creation of customer master. No, it's not customer master. This would be vendor master data. This would be vendor master data. And let me do this as an activity. All right, creation of the vendor master data. Okay, so with that, let's start. Let's log into SAP S4Hana. Okay, so the menu bar, the T code is BP, because the FK0 series has been made obsolete. We have already discussed in the previous lectures. Now, but still, we will show the go to the path, and it will redirect us. So accounts payable, financial accounting, accounts payable, master records, and here we will be going to FK01 screen. So as mentioned before as well, that there are three sections. One is the general data, another is a company code data, another is a purchase organization data. So the purchase organization data would be created while the general data and the company code data is created by the FICO consultant, FI consultant. The purchasing organization data is created by the MM consultant. So what he usually do is that he will FK01 or which will redirect us to BP. Here the general data and the company code data would be created, and if I go to logistics and then material management, purchasing, um master data, then vendor. Yeah, so this is the one. So it could be through central XK01, where you will get all the three sections. But if the consultant wants to create the purchasing organization data, then he will go to MK01. Okay. So as of now, we are only focusing this, since this is a FICO module. So we are only focusing on the company code data and the general data. So we will go to accounting, financial accounting, this one. If I click on this, as I mentioned, this T code is redundant and it will redirect us to BP. So I will go here. See, it is mentioned redirecting to transaction BP. So I'll first create the local vendor, and I'll click on the organization. Okay, and and the BP role I'll select, as mentioned before, is BP general. I'll say okay, and then I will create on vendors, no, sorry. So and then I'll create on DCBA1, and it would be for the foreign local vendor. So local vendor DCBA1, this is what I'm going to choose. All right, and then I'll click on company and quickly look into the blueprint and see what I have, what name I have thought of. Some kind of, leave it like that, and then I will click this as a search term 1, and take this as search term 2. I'll take English, and then I'll type some number. 1 2 3 4, some 1 2 3 4 5, and I'll take this as Manchester. All right, and I think that takes care of incomplete. Enter, okay, country. Country is GB, GB, United Kingdom, and I think I am. What is now that? Must be a full 6, 7, or 8. 5, 6. There must be a letter in the one place of the postal code. This is an absolute waste of time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will stop the recording and deal with this for a while. All right, so it is taken care of, and yes, so it is taken care of, and then I think we are good with the general data. There are several other tabs, and as per your requirement, you can update those. But as of now, I'm not going to touch them. So with that, just give me one moment. All right, so I'm going to check what error, and say it says data of business partner is error free, and and then I'm going to save this, and I'm going to save, copy this, go back to my blueprint. If you see the number range, okay, this one we are going to, sorry, there is a vendor name, one time vendor, there's a X is a local vendor, so all right. Now if I go back to SAP, I will select, I'm going to select now, yeah, sorry, and then I'm going to click on change display. I mean, from display, I'll shift to change, and then I will go to vendor standard, a vendor FI standard. All right, and that opens up a few more data. So I'll see. Okay, I was in DCBA1. Hmm. That thing, okay, okay. So see, the problem is that I was looking into the wrong company code. Okay, I was selected the wrong company code. So what I'll do is I will go out of this place. I don't want to proceed with this. No, I don't want to save the changes here, and that's what I was thinking. So I will create it one more time. Sorry for the confusion. So I have to take care of of my company code. I'll show you exactly what went wrong. So I will go to this business partner general, create, and then I should take LNKG1, not DCBA1. So BP local vendor LNKG1, and that's why my number range which I got was not matching with what I have con configured, right? So I'll go here and I will give some name, uh, ZYXW. ZYXW. So I will take this. Okay. And then I go here and I select English. And I take as, sorry, GB, Great Britain. I hit enter. That's it. I don't have to give anything else. Just give this as a country and region. And then I click on this check button. It is showing error free. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to save this. It is giving me, see, now the number range is matching, because previously, if you remember, it was showing 6,000 and I was a little confused that where the 6,000 number range came from. Because if you see, this is the number range which I have configured, 110 1000, and it is C10 1001 has been created. So it's perfectly fine. So this is with my for my local number range for my business partner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to go to the display mode. From display mode, I'll change. I'll switch to the change mode. Previously it was display, now it is change. Now I'm going to select vendor FI standard, vendor FI standard. And then if you see a lot of, like tabs have opened up. Now you come to vendor general data, and you see AGVL account group has been automatically selected. If you come back here, you will see AGVL is my local vendor accounting group, which has been selected. So now previously it was showing DCBA1. Now it is showing the right account, company code. Though LNKG1 is the company, not the company code, but I know that I am in the right company code when I see LNKG1. And that is how it is very important to mention your company name here or some company code names to for the assurance that yes, you are on the right tab. Okay. Now coming back to the address, let's see it is showing some required field, city, no entry, and also let's do something. So if I say, if I select something like this one, I hope it accepts. Okay, it accepts. If I go back to the general data and come back here, yes. So this red mark is gone. So now I'm going to the company code data, and I'm going to select my company code, which is Hakuna Matata, HKN. Yes, these names are actually inspired by the characters of Lion King. Okay, and I saved this. That is one of my favorite movies. So, guys, why don't you share your favorite movie in the comment section? Now, if I go back to the GL, I'll take the trade payables account. So I'll take this and hit enter. Okay. So that's how I got I got everything that I require for other company code data. Just a moment. All right. So now I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it. Changes are saved, and I got my new vendor number 4000. Okay. So this is 4000. So if you see this local vendor, now this local vendor number range is 4000. So the business partner was this, and we got something like 10,1001, and now the company code data is 4000 number range, and we got what? We got 4000. Sorry, 40,000, whatever, 40,000. So 40,000, yeah. So now it is telling. So we system gave us generated internally generated a number which we have designed. Good. So with that we are done with the local vendor now. All right. So we have already configured a local vendor. Now we are going to configure a, foreign vendor as well as a mm, one-time vendor. Okay. So with that, let's start sharing the screen. All right. So we will go to SAP. We'll go to SAP, and then we are going to create a new vendor. Yes. So I'll go here, go to organization, and then I'm going to create a group for foreign vendor. Foreign vendor, yes, foreign vendor LNKG1. And then I'll say I'll take some name. For this one, I'll try to select this. And I'll take this as a search term. And then I will take this as a zip code, postal code. Take the city name as Manchester and country as GB. Okay, and then you go for English language. I hit enter, and then right, I think that's all the required fields, and I will check once it is showing error free, and then I'm going to save it. I will go here and I'll say 3, and then I will go to change mode again, and select vendor FI standard, vendor FI standard, and then I will go to company code data. Let me check the vendor general data. Yes, it has correctly taken up the accounting group. So I'll go to company code data. I will select HKNM, HKNM. I'll look into the company code. Supplier is selected. I'll adapt it. Requiring reconciliation. Yes, I'll go for the reconciliation. I select this, hit enter. And with that, I have updated most of the comments, most of the required fields. And I'm going to click on this check, and then finally I'm going to save it. Yes. So the foreign vendor is created, and this is the vendor number, and I'm going to save it as this is the vendor number. Okay, and then after this, I'm going to create a one-time vendor, which I'll go out and again I'll create a one-time vendor, and this time I'll create as a person. I will close this. I will select this BP role, create, and then I will go for one-time vendor LNKG1. I'll select this group, and then I'll say Mr. and then I'll see what is the name of the person. I selected it as John White, or only John White, because Mr. has been selected before. So I select this John White, or sorry, White should be here, and then I will go up and I'll select like this zip code only, Manchester, and GB. And then language, where is the language one? It's not showing the language though. Let's see. One time it has an external number range. Yeah, so I have to give the external number range. So if you remember that we have to give an external number range, which I've already mentioned over here. It is B123, or no, I would name it as B234, because B123 already exists in the database. So I'll select B234 and hit enter. And then I will click on check. Data of business partner is error free, so I'm going to save it. So A234 is the number which I'm going to take and copy, and I'm going to paste it here. Yeah, B234 is okay. So that's the external number and range. So after that, I will what I'll do is I will go to the display mode, sorry, change mode, and I will go to FI vendor FI standard. And guys, just wanted to tell you that I could have directly gone to vendor FI standard, because here the number range is similar. So B234 is the same number. It is the same number. So I could have directly gone to vendor FI standard mode and configured it, done the master data setting. Okay. So let's look into the vendor general. So yes, this has been picked up. AGVO has been picked up. Now after that, what we'll do is we will go to the company code data. We will select the company HKNM, which is Hakuna Matata. I'll just look into this. Yes, supply has been selected. I'll adapt it. And then yes, the required reconciliation in field is missing, so I'll update the reconciliation account. So I'll update the reconciliation account, hit enter. Then after that, I will click here, and then I'm going to save it. So changes has been saved and B234 has been created. So if you see B234 has been created, so that's how you are going to create the vendor master data for foreign vendor, for local vendor, and for one-time vendor. So I believe that you like the video, and if you like the video, please click on the like icon and share with all your friends. And if you're yet to subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys. Bye. Hi guys, I'm back again. And I just now realized that in the video which I was recording, when I was creating the foreign vendor, I gave a Great Britain address instead of giving a US address. So what I'm going to do is that I thought that why don't I change it and record it as well, so that in case if we make some errors while doing the master data setup, you'd be knowing how to make the changes. All right. So if I go back to my, I think I'm sharing my screen. No, I'm not. So I'll share my screen to begin with. And then this is a foreign vendor which I just now created. So I will go to accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, and master data. And then I'll go to FK02, which will again redirect me to yeah, VP screen ultimately. So I'll go for this one, 5006. Yeah, it is already open. I'll hit enter. I'll close this. I don't need this. Now if I go back, I see that yes, this GB is not right. So what I'll do is I'm going to take this. So this is a zip code of Florida, and this is a Florida city name, and this is Bradford, and I take US. Okay, that's fine. And so time zone, I'll leave it blank. CST. So the time zone is now changed to CST. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the changes. On process dependent, check that's yes. I no. All right, I'll save it one more time. No. So changes has been saved. I go out one more time and I'll display this. I display the address. Let me go. Show this US address has been created. So this is how you would be creating the vendor master, and you would be making the changes, and this is how could display the details of the vendor master. So that's the small thing that I wanted to show you guys. With that I am ending this video. Please like, if you like the video, please like the video, and please, if you're here to subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys. Bye.